What's good, people? It's your boy Roddy Too Good, back with another episode of the Pilot Show. This one is interesting right here. You know what I'm saying? This one I think is very personal. You know what I'm saying? Because I am an interviewer. Also, you know what I'm saying. So apparently, SZA she canceled the interview with Club Shay Shay. You know, because he asked a question about her BBL or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And this has been a reoccurring thing with Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? And I think it is it's really just with like the with black community for real. Because and I'm gonna say it like this too. Cause you see a lot of people coming up or really coming out speaking against Club Shay Shay, you know what I'm saying, his interview style with the questions he asks and the things it's like this, bro. People don't understand first things first what an interview is. Like, you know what I'm saying? An interview is to really um paint your full story. You know what I'm saying? A interview, this is not just some shit you sit down and start, I gotta show out, so let me just come on here real quick and just promote my show. No, fam, that's not what an interview is for. An interview is for people to really get a perspective on you. You know what I'm saying? An interview is really to humanize you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people look at you as this person who's like way up here. You know what I'm saying? They really probably cannot relate to you because they probably feel as though you're up on the pedestal. So interview can bring you down to their level. You know what I'm saying? You could express your the trauma that you experienced and overcome all the things you had to go through to get where you're at. So an interview really is supposed to humanize you for real. You know what I'm saying? It's not a damn marketing tool. Like it is. I mean, it can be, but it's like his type of interviews, like Club Shay Shay type of interviews. Those things are not. It's not just like that. Is really humanizing people. You know what I'm saying? And I seen like a lot of things. Like I see like Mike Epps. You know, Mike Epps said, "Yo, man, you got to get some white people up there, and you got to." If they messed up and you got to, first of all, he did do that. He did do that. You know, like one of my favorite interviews from Club Shay Shay is the Ric Flair interview. Like Ric Flair's interview was very, very personal. You know, very, very eye opening, and it was like it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? First things first, they talked about how the passing of his son. You know, his son was dealing with alcoholism, and he felt as though he was to blame for it, and he admitted it on the show. That's what he said. He said that. He said, "Yo, do you feel as though it was your fault that your son passed away?" He said, "Yes." And he said he started crying, and it was a crazy interview. Like, so not only that, he had Johnny Manziel up there. Talked about most of his struggles in college. Talked about how he lied on most of his things, talking about how he came from a rich family, so he couldn't get in trouble for signing autographs and get money for him. Talked about how what he didn't do to prepare for football. Talked about why his career went the way it was. So we do have those interviews, even the John Cena interview where they dug deep on that, where he explained why he could never be a parent. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that could be very personal for people. It's just us that to where it's like, nah, we can't talk. Like a lot of people wanna like they wanna appear, they wanna have these, oh, I'm real, I don't have no filter. But then when you really start to ask real questions and really start to tap into that trauma or that thing that they don't want to talk to, they go into their shells. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to address that shit. Like, like that's it. That's the most weird part about a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That it's a lot of people who would be just like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we can't. Those is hard hitting questions, fam. No, it's not. Like, yo, people just want to. People are too sensitive today, and they don't want like, and they really dealing with a lot of things, and they don't really want to address it. Like that's what it is. But that's what an interview is, bro. Like if it's not a disrespectful, if he didn't ask the question disrespectfully, it's just a question, bro. Like you could easily say even before or after an interview, like yo, we don't want to talk about that. Like you know what I'm saying, but and still, you don't want to have an interview then, bro. Like yo, that interviews are supposed to have a unbiased flow to it, to where the audience feel as though they came in with a lot of questions for themselves and you could answer them. That's a perfect place to where you could control your narrative. You know what I'm saying? I love SZA, but SZA, she has to get better. Like you know what I'm saying? And those things, it's probably a sensitive topic to her. You know what I'm saying? The surgeries, the plastic surgeries and all that thing, the fact that she does probably look different than what she started out from, those things are probably very, very sensitive to her and she don't want to talk about it. But that is if you're saying uh, that wouldn't be an interesting question for an audience, you're lying. You're lying if you're saying that. Like that is definitely what people would like to know. And that's where you could go out and really step in front of it and give an answer to like, listen, yo, you could say it like, yo, yeah, I did it, you know what I'm saying? I did it because X, Y, and Z, good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, should I suggest other people do it? If I knew more about it, if I knew this, if I knew that, I probably wouldn't have did this. Or, yes, I did it because this is what I wanted to do. This is like, you know what I'm saying? You could have controlled your own narrative. Instead, now you have people who go out there and say things about you still that you still have trouble with, instead of you addressing it, instead of you putting a statement out there to where it could kind of coddle the fans, you know what I'm saying, give them a perspective, or you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people just want to run with things. Oh, she got it because of this. Oh, she got it, like, you know what I'm saying, like these rumors that's lingering, so at the end of the day, like interviews, that's what interviews supposed to be. Good interviews. You know what I'm saying? It's not a thing to where you just sit down and we cool and like, no, that's cool sometimes, but certain styles is different. You know what I'm saying? Like people, if you want the people to really get to know you and really get to know exactly how you operate and move and the reason why you're in the position you are, I think Club Shay Shay is a perfect place to go. Like I think that is a amazing platform, you know what I'm saying? And it's it's a slap in the face for a black man to tell another black man that built his platform for us to go get white people. Like that's kind of crazy, bro. Like that's kind of wild. Like the white people that was on the show who went on there, they are not complaining because they understand. Like, okay, this is exactly what this is. You know what I'm saying? It's just us. This man just told this other man, yo, your platform need to get white people basically to solidify it. You know what I'm saying? Because our stories aren't good enough. Our trauma isn't good enough. We got to get white people on these stories and get their trauma on there to solidify us saying our trauma. Us talking to, you know what I'm saying? Us talking about our misfortunes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why it's even better, because it is a show about us. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that them other people don't deserve to tell their stories. Absolutely. Like I told y'all, that Ric Flair interview was one of my favorite interviews before the Cat Williams one. You know what I'm saying? The John Cena, the Johnny Manziel. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing what he's doing on with that platform. But you got to understand, like our stories should be told. You know, they should be told. Our trauma is enough to where we should be able to say it out loud and really have no back, not it really shouldn't be no pushback on it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's incorrect, Now you could go on there and you could correct some things that were said that's not true. But if not, and if you just feel a certain way because people said it a certain way, then that's a you problem, bro. That's a you problem. And that's what a lot of people need to understand. Like now, the whole call me white girl thing. Like, oh, why would you say like fam, everybody on the internet in that world understands and knows that's what that was. And Gilly, he spoke about it and he didn't really have no issues speaking about it. So if why are you offended for this person that wasn't offended? It's just like, yo, man, people just gotta they just gotta like understand, man. When your opinion is your opinion, sometimes you could just keep it, bro. That's just what it is, gang. Anyway, comment down below. Tell me what y'all think about it, man. Like, comment, subscribe, come and join the family, man. Peace, I'm out.